I just woke up, if you couldn't tell, but today I woke up with a message in my head. It said, the reason why we can't find that much proof about Jesus compared to the kings and the ancient rulers of our past, evidence like crowns and jewels and clothes, is because Jesus wasn't materialistic. Like, you forget, Jesus essentially was homeless. He said, pick up your cross and walk with me. Leave everything that you have and walk with me. He wasn't the type to have jewels. He wasn't the type to have ornamental clothing with gold. We always ask God, show me that you exist. Give me a sign. Give me a miraculous big sign. You want proof? Look at the people you love. There's your proof. I'm not saying that the people that you love are God. I'm saying where there is love, there is God. So if people love you, that's God's way of showing that He loves you, because God loves you through the people in your life. And I also want you to look in the mirror. You are also proof of God, made in His exact image. And if you love, then God is in you. So if you want proof, be a loving person, be a good person. If you can do that, then you are the proof of God. That also means when someone is trying to love you, do not turn them away. Because again, where there is love, there is God. And it can be hard. It can feel very vulnerable. But where there is an opportunity to love, take it. So there, you want proof God exists? Look at the people that love you. And if no one seems to love you, but someone does, be the love that you want to receive. And you yourself will be the proof of God. Good morning! There are two houses that face the opposite of each other. One beside the river, murky water lined with clutter. It has thin wood for walls and metal sheets rusted brown, and when storms crash, they lay rubber wheels on top to hold it down. The other house is far atop a hill behind a gate, with vibrant green gardens along the entire estate. With floor-to-ceiling windows, there is nothing it does not boast, showing off its riches to the ones that need it the most. One night, the house atop the hill looks below. He asks, don't you get tired of the harsh air that blows? Your grass overgrown, time sure must move slow. And what of your walls when the river overflows? The house below doesn't utter a word, only gazes up as always, quiet and undisturbed. The house atop the hill huffs in disgrace and continues to spew out his distaste. I feel for the ones who inhabit you. Cardboard for a bed and 5 too few. My family has rooms bigger than your whole lot, while your family struggles to simply pick a spot. Not only that, my walls stretch 3 stories high, my topmost floor caressing the sky. And I worry not for intruders below, for my golden gate can withstand any blow. What can you say for yourself, little one? What thread of truth can you sow that I haven't undone? The house below takes a moment to reflect, milling through all of the thoughts he collects. Finally, he replies, gathering from the points that you've made, it seems that you wish for me to complain, but you talk of your riches that you hold so dear, and to that I agree. The view is better from down here. I may have a lot less, with that you are right, but I am never empty, for my family is never out of sight. You talk of your family, but where do they stay? With all the traveling they do, you must feel betrayed. I am not made of gold, but where I have been torn, I've been rebuilt. I may not last for long, but the memories made in me will. Now, before you spoke, I was never one to compare, but while we're at it, might I ask, how's the view from up there? You stand high and mighty, but what you face is a compromise. What if I told you what you see is a reflection of what's inside? I am not rich in wealth, but rich in love, for I have never been alone. You may be the biggest house in this land, but you have never been a home.
It's all in your head. You always say that. Because it's true. But what if it's not? What if I'm actually right this time? If that were the case, everyone would be glaring at you right now. But they are. No, they're not. Why does it feel like they are? Because it's all in your head. I hate when you say that. Why? You see that painting over there? Yeah. Looks like an original. But nothing is ever really original, is it? What do you mean? I mean, it's a painting of a house. There are tons of other paintings of houses made long before this one. All right, so it was inspired. What's the big deal? Exactly. It was inspired by something before. It came from somewhere. You can't make something out of nothing, can you? I understand what you're trying to say. I know some not so good stuff happened to you before, but you can't project your past traumas onto everything. But I can't unsee it. Look up. What do you see? I see the sky, The sun? What was the sun inspired by? The sun is just the sun. It was just created by God. And God doesn't lie. He is truth. Look at the painting. Now look at the sun. The truth is hard to look at, isn't it? But it's what's real. Focus on what's real. I don't see them staring anymore. You can't let your past influence your future. No matter what happens, just keep looking up. Keep seeking truth. And one day, you'll shine as bright as the sun. So brightly, people will start to think it's all in their head. But I'll know. But you'll know. And that's what matters.
Practice makes. If you said perfect, I don't blame you. I mean, that's what we've heard all our lives. Practice makes perfect. But this year, I say we make it practice makes progress. I don't really know if I came up with that. Probably didn't. No, I actually didn't. I think that's been a saying. But if you haven't heard it, practice makes perfect should be practice makes progress. Because I don't know why we always strive for perfection. In the human form, at least, it's not quite attainable. As Christians, we should make it a goal to imitate Jesus because he is the embodiment of perfection. But obviously as humans, God knows that we stumble and we fall sometimes, but that's okay because we get back up. I think it all starts with acceptance because when you accept your weaknesses, you accept your shortcomings, it feels a lot lighter. Where we are weak, God becomes stronger. So when we accept our weaknesses and we come to God with our weaknesses, not hide away, because you don't hide from God, he already sees you. When you lean on him, his strength will take over. And when you realize that, hey, that's progress. Because before you weren't in the know, but now you're given the gift of knowledge of Christ. For example, with piano, I'm not a good piano player. I want to be good at piano, but when I play it, I know I'm gonna do bad, so I don't play it altogether. But I accepted the fact that I was bad, and I just kept going through it. And now, I'm not good the way I want to be yet, but I am definitely better than before. I can even say that with reading the Bible, where before I would just read it every 2 weeks, and even then it wouldn't be consistent. Now I read it every day, and I even use external sources like the Haven app. I used to be so scared of confronting, oh, what does this mean in the Bible? Because I would be too scared of the meaning, like what if it was scary? But now I'm not afraid to ask Haven, hey, what does this mean? Because then I learn more. And it's reaching out to God, and it's having a stronger relationship with God when you seek to understand and seek the truth. God always says, those who have ears, let him hear. So open up your ears, open up your heart, open up your mind to progress. Even if it's just a tiny little step, it's still a big step. No step is too small as long as it's a step forward. This year, we got it. When we stop trying to achieve our own version of perfection, we get to see the actual perfection that lies in God's will for us. So let's just do that. Happy New Year!
What is one thing you like about yourself? Nothing. Okay, maybe let's not start with that. Can you tell me one thing you like about other people? I've always admired people who wear belts. The fact that they made a conscious decision to grab it from the closet, thread it through their belt loop, and fasten it tight enough to secure their pants from falling to the ground makes me think they must really have their life together. You see, I don't wear belts anymore, and all my pants are loose. I've come to a point in my life where I'd rather endure the discomfort of pulling my pants up every 5 seconds than to simply grab a belt from my closet. I make things harder for myself, even when the solution is right there in front of me. Just wear it. Just wear the belt. Don't let your pants fall to the ground. It's something that may go unnoticed by most, but I notice it. Every time someone wears a belt, I notice. And when I do, I look down at my own pair of jeans and I pull them up and they fall back down and I pull them up and bunch the fabric together tightly until my fingers start to cramp. I should have just worn a belt. And then there are those who wear belts for fashion. How, even when they don't need it, do they still secure a belt around their waist and I can't even find the motivation to bring mine out of the closet? This is a choice. This is a decision I must make every time I wear my loose-fitting pants. Why are my pants so loose anyway? I've been going off about the belt when the pants have been the problem this whole time. If my pants weren't so loose, then I wouldn't need the belt so much, now would I? I still try. Now that I think about it, no matter how loose my pants get, they never actually fall to the ground. Just as it starts to slip, there my hand goes, holding on. Even when I don't wear a belt, I'll never let my pants fall to the ground. I guess that's what I like about me.
How intimate it is, the sight of blood. It runs unseen, as it should, but when flesh tears, leaving a part of you open, red spills out with a message unspoken. Nice to meet you, me. You've never met each other before, the part of you never explore, the stranger that fills you warm, the danger it slowly warns, until the stitches count from 1 to 10, and you wait until you meet again. Nice to meet you, me. How intimate it is to watch someone bleed. My own blood is strange enough to me. It is common to know the deepest part of someone's mind, but to know their blood is knowledge of another kind. Black and white, and brown and beige, yet red is proof we are all the same. So when the blood spills from the scrape of your knee, still I say, nice to meet you.